God, I wish people would get fired up, get pissed off, go get angry, stick your head out the window, like in the end of the movie Network. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. You got to get mad. You got to get angry. You got to get tired of being screwed with. Rolling over and saying, no, because you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. It's time to get pissed. It's time to get mad. It's time to go out and do whatever you got to do. Go out and get a DVD. Listen to me, a DVD duplicator. A tongue twister there. Go get a duplicator. Burn copies of whatever movie you want to hand out, as long as it's not some disinfo crap. But hand out good stuff. Educate people. Have screenings. Do not be afraid to talk to your neighbors. Set up a screening. If you have the ability, if you have a barn, say you know someone has a farm, go get all you need is a computer and a projector. So someone take their laptop, everybody chip in, buy like a $300 projector, okay? And you get there's enough stuff online. I've uploaded enough stuff to YouTube, to other channels that have full-length capabilities, and other people did what I asked and copied the stuff that I uploaded, and they uploaded it. Okay, so the stuff's floating around. It's all over the place. Rip it. Or grab one of the hard drives that I have. Okay, whatever the case may be. You live out in a rural area, find someone who has a barn. Take the laptop, this little projector, and you got the hard drive with movies or whatever, or you have them downloaded to whatever you have on your computer, and you clean off the barn wall, and boom, everybody sits on some bales of hay, they have some popcorn, have some soda, and you project the movie up on the wall. Bam. You could do it outside on the outside of the barn wall and have a drive-in theater. What you got to do is hook up some speakers or hook up the player to a stereo, or have a stereo, decent set of speakers or whatever, a mixer. You could figure that stuff out. This is, small little details. Just go do it. Educate people so that they get mad and they get up off their butts, because it's going to come to a point where we're going to have to go to Washington and we're going to have to fire everybody, pretty much. We're just going to have to say, you're out, you're done. That's the only way it's going to get done. And I'm not saying violent revolution, but if 5 million of us flash mobbed Washington at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday, they wouldn't be able to leave Congress. They'd be stuck in the halls, and they'd have to do their job. If 5 million of us just stood out there and peacefully said, "Look, we're going to hang out until you guys fix everything and get it and do what we tell you to do," okay? You'd have to, you don't know what could happen. Everybody's going to say, oh, this would happen or that would happen. You don't know what would happen. The point is, you would call them out. And 5 or 6 million people inside the Capitol, around the Capitol building, saying, we just want, do your job, something like that. And again, I come up with your own ideas. This is just, I'm throwing ideas out there. Just imagine the kind of effect you could have. But everybody's got to get up and do something. You got to get that kind of stuff is not going to happen. Everybody has this dream where, like in the end of V for Vendetta, everybody's got their V masks on and they storm at the army, and the army stands down, and that's it. Yay, freedom. Well, that kind of ending is not going to happen unless people get up off their butts and say, I'm going to do something. Don't wait for people like Alex Jones or Aaron Russo, Bill Cooper, anybody. Don't wait for guys like me or JJ or Will or any of us. Don't wait for us. Don't wait for guys like Alex Thomas or Bob Tuskin. Do it your friggin' self. You don't like what Bob talks about in his radio show? Go get your own show and talk about something then. You don't like what the Intel Hub puts up? Go out and do your own show. Make that your motivational factor. You don't like what I talk about? Go make your own radio show. Go make your own website and expose the stuff that you feel needs to be exposed. Don't send me emails all the time or other people saying, well, you don't talk about this or you don't talk about that. Why don't you talk about it then? I'm not anybody special. I'm not Superman. Don't put me on a pedestal. I'm a human being just like you. We are all equal. I'm not better than you. So get up off your butt and join me. There's no reason not to. I'm not some rock star because I'm on the radio. I'm some average, pissed off American that sees what's going on around him and wants to stop it because I'm on the speeding train and I see we're heading for the bridge that's out and we're going to go off the tracks. I'm not one of these morons that would just stand there and go, well, we're going to go off the tracks. I guess this is going to be interesting. I'll try to stop the train. And that's what I'm trying to do. So get angry, get pissed, get involved. Go to your city council meetings. I just wrote an article, a great, great article about this. It's called When City Councils Attack. I'll put the link in the chat room, but just go to federaljack.com and it's right on the front. It's When City Councils Attack. You can't miss it. It's a great article. Of course, I'm saying that because I wrote it, but I spent 2 days writing it, so it would be a decent article. Whenever the reviews I've got, everybody likes it. But the point is, it points out some of the things that are going on with the city councils around here. Okay, and I don't mean just around me. I mean around the country and how they're getting out of control, and that it's a microcosm of a bigger problem in this country and all throughout the world than it is. When you see this kind of tyranny going on in your local city council, there's a problem. That means the cancer has spread, and it's spreading, and we need to stop it. You can't just look. You got to look at the New World Order. Don't look at them like, oh, we'll never win. Look at it like you got a big pustule, a big nasty pus-filled boiling, just big boil pustule thing on your leg. And it's just there. It's on your thigh. It's an analogy I made on Bob Tuskin's show yesterday, okay? You have this big boil that's infected and all nasty on your leg, and it's, man, if you don't get rid of it, the infection's going to get into your bloodstream, and then it'll get to your heart, and then it'll kill you. Deader than a hammer. But if you can lance that thing and drain the pus out and need be, go in and excise the skin around it and clean that out. There's the miracles of modern science with stem cells and all this other stuff and skin grafts. You could fix all that, and who knows, the person might even regain most of the use of their leg again. Or you could just lay back and you could die. I choose not to die. I choose to live. I choose life. I like life too much to just roll over and take it. I've never been like that my whole life. I've never been able to just roll over and take it. Ever. Never been able to do that my whole life, and I'm not going to start now. And I don't suggest you do either. Everybody should be angry and pissed. Everybody should get up, rise up. Go do what Jimmy X did here with Orion Talk Radio. He got pissed. He started his own network. So why don't you go start your own network? It's not that hard. Get together. Don't do it yourself. Get together with a bunch of people. Make a team. Get people you can trust. Build a team and go do your thing. It's as simple as that. But don't go after each other with copyright crap and everything else. We got to stop using the New World Order tools against each other because that's just petty. Don't get involved in this if you want to make money. Don't get involved in this if you want to be famous. Get involved in this because you want to stop what these scumbags are doing. That's why you should get involved in this. Don't get involved in this because you want to be some famous, you think you're going to rocket to fame somehow. This is your way of doing it. If you're that much of a loser, go get on one of those reality TV shows, okay? Don't bother sticking your nose around here. Don't bother getting involved with us because we want nothing to do with you. Get involved with this because you care. Get involved with this because you have kids and you don't want to leave them a screwed up future. These science fiction movies we watched growing up as kids? I'm in my mid-30s, so most of the listeners that are in their mid-30s are a little older. They remember the science fiction movies from the 70s and the 80s, okay? Remember all the dystopian movies that were coming out about all the future, and even into the 90s, how you always see, it's always they always portray it like a prison planet type existence. It's because they know what's coming. They know what they want to make. They want it to be like Mad Max. They want it like that. They want us running around in the desert and slap together crap, fighting over fuel and water and food, while they live high up in the, in the hills and their mansions and everything else. See, they only need enough of us, 500 million. They only need 500 million of us to run the planet. That's why they're not going to vaporize everything with a nuke, people. Don't be foolish. They wouldn't do that. Remember, they need the infrastructure to work when we're gone. So they'll get us to kill each other off in a civil war, vaccines, eugenics, all the good stuff. Well, we're out of time, guys. Make sure you tune in tomorrow during this time. Joe Joseph's going to be doing 10 to 11 on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting tomorrow. Check his show out. I'll be back on Friday. I'm covering JJ's show on Sunday live, and then my show is going to be my 2-hour interview with Judith Barry Baker. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys Friday. I'm out.